Football Daily Brightness. We're back with all the hard-hitting questions for this week's Q&A. Millie, shall I jump straight in?
Let's go for it. I've missed these. First question. Do teams keep their players up to date about transfers and who they might be looking to get in? How do players find out about new signings at their club?
Well, I think this is like one of those ones where people probably assume that we know a lot more than we actually know.
Mm-hmm.
I see a lot of my information on Instagram, Twitter,
Soccer Donna.
rumours, Soccer Donna. Shout out
Soccer
to you,
Donna.
whoever you are.
Wherever you are, I don't think you've got a transfer wrong yet, so I'm yet to see. But yeah, pretty similar. I'd be really intrigued to hear, for all the fans out there, please send in how you think we find out about transfers, because I'm intrigued to see what the fans think. But like Rach said, you could come in one day and there'd be a new signing and you'd be like, oh, hello, nice to meet you. Or you've seen it on Instagram, or you might get whiff of it in the environment. There might have been someone slipped up on a conversation, or
it's not anything where we're just like, we know long before you know.
Like, I'll make little comments, where if I've seen it on Soccer Done, I'll be like, hey, are we going in for it then?
Yeah.
And then I'll wait for the reaction on their faces, and if I get a little, I'll be like, okay.
Then you get a text, it's like, oh, strictly embargoed, and you're like, well, it's already been out in media for the last 2 weeks.
Literally. It's so funny though, because I think sometimes like managers think they've done like really well to like keep it a secret. I've like seen it on Soccer Donna 2 months ago.
Yeah, but do you know what? I was such a secret. Like when I signed for Villa, like I was literally
there was nothing out there, to be fair. There was no rumour of you.
I was completely undercover. Like I remember getting to the training ground, I had to rent a car to get to the training ground, so I was literally pulled up in this little Mini that I rented. And then the general manager, Lee, at the time, he was like, quick, get in my car. So I was just like, what the hell? Just like got whisked away from one car to another, like shimmied into his car, drove around the back of the training ground while all the girls had gone in the gym so they couldn't see me. Drove around the back of the training ground in his car, and then had to go do all my media and stuff and my signing. I was just like, what the hell? I was like undercover. It was mad, but no one knew I was signing. I think the only people that knew I was signing was Maz Pacheco and Kenza Daly, because they saw me pull out of the training ground. I was like, oh, hi, guys.
That's like when we signed Naomi Girma, and then we were like, surprise! Known it 3 months ago. They put so much effort into keeping it a secret, and half the time
There's no secrets in football, is there?
Women's football, everyone knows everything, FYI.
Mad, isn't it?
Anyway, let us know how fans think what you think actually goes down, because I'm really intrigued now.
Good question, though. This next question I think is really, really interesting, because I wonder if your take on it is the same as mine. So, what is the biggest misconception fans have about footballers? You go first, and then I'll go into mine.
I'd say, I don't really know how to explain it, but that life is just like perfect. Life's perfect. I don't have any other responsibilities. I don't have a normal life to live outside of football, and almost a sense of like ownership over something you won't ever own. Do you know what I mean? I feel like because we like play for fans, like you play to impress the fans. Like every time I go out and I represent Chelsea, like, I'm playing for the fans. As much as I'm playing for my teammates and representing the club, I'm playing to impress the fans. I'm playing to make sure that they've had a great day out and that they keep coming back and supporting us. But sometimes you feel a bit guilty for saying that you play for yourself as well. So it's like that sense of like ownership over something that you could never own, because we're humans.
Yeah.
And that life is not perfect. Like, we struggle a hell of a lot. Like, we have mortgages to pay, we have water bills, we have all the normal things in life. Like, life is not perfect by no means.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what I think? I think people will think that our lives are glamorous and that we live in luxury, and they think that we're on massive contracts, big salaries. But in the harsh reality is that's not true for the majority of women's footballers.
Nope.
They perceive us as having this huge glamorous lifestyle, but what they don't see is that struggles that we have, and we have such a short career span, and how disciplined we have to be. Like, we can't do the same things that a normal person could do. Like, couldn't just nip to the pub and have a few pints after work, and the mental pressure and sometimes torture that we put ourselves through. Like, you don't just come home from work. It's very difficult for us to come home from work, and I'm not saying it's not like this in any other walk of life, but to just switch off. Like, if you've had a bad day at training or a good day at training, like, it's on your mind. You have to think about the next one. You've got to think about the game. You've got to have short-term memory. Physically, it takes so much out of us. Like pre-seasons, like I was just talking about it. Like we're knackered. Like, but so your physical stress is like up here. So you go home to try and relax, but then your mental is there, and you just like the combination of it all. It's not as glamorous as people make out. And do you know what else I think is something that I think that people probably don't realise? It's lonely.
So isolated.
Very isolated.
Which sounds crazy because everyone's like, oh, you're with your friends every day. And I'm like, yeah, and let me tell you, out of all the hours that you spend at training every single day, I probably sit and have a conversation for about 10 minutes at a push. And that would be at lunch. Yeah, and other than that, sometimes at lunch, I sit on my own. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I just need like 10 minutes of like silence. So it's like as much as, I'm at training with my pals and like, but I'm working hard, I'm focused. Like there's no like, we're not laughing and joking and like having fun. Like we're training, we're working, we're focused on the start of the season, on performing, on like, it's hard. It's not like all shits and gigs, like we're just like having a good old mess around.
But I think like you'll probably feel the same as me. Like as a captain as well, like you do have a big responsibility. You're sort of like the leader of the pack, right? You've got to sort so much stuff out that like people wouldn't see on a day-to-day basis. Like even your teammates won't see the stuff that you like have to deal with. So yeah, I do think it's lonely in a lot of respects. Like, don't get me wrong, it's my dream job. I'm so grateful, beyond grateful every single day. I love it. I wouldn't change any of the things that I've just said. But I do think like the loneliness is something that I don't think people see. Like it is hard.
Days off, especially when you think like we live away from family. A lot of players aren't in their hometown. Like if you're playing for like your dream club, like, and it's your hometown, like, you're lucky. You're probably the odd one out. Most of us are, like, living away from home. I can't just pop back to Sheffield. It's a 3-hour drive there and a 3-hour drive back. I'll be absolutely knackered.
I've gone to see my mum today, and I was like, I don't have it in me to drive all the way home. It's 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm too tired to, like, do that. Obviously, you know, she's offered to come to me, but even that, it's like, it's hard, like... It's hard to engage in a lot of conversations sometimes because you are just like so wrapped up in your own.
But then you're also knackered.
I know.
So a day off, you want to chill.
I drove an hour and a half halfway to meet my mum today. Went for a walk, and I was just like, it was lovely. I had a really nice time. It was great to catch up with my mum. But I get home and I'm like, right now,
you're knackered.
I'm so knackered.
Just help me explain this ownership, because I don't also want people thinking it's not like a negative comment, but it's like. That one experience I had with that one fan, which is probably the only bad experience I've ever had, when it was actually against Villa. Like, I think as the game's evolving, I think people like sometimes forget that when we take time to go and sign things after games, like it's not because we have to, it's because we want to. So I think for me, the misconception there is that sometimes in that moment I felt, especially from that fan, that I had to sign it. I had to take the picture. I don't have to. It's a choice. So it's like you don't own players. You don't own their time. You don't own
and like just because you buy a ticket,
you have to sign.
Just because you buy a ticket in the stadium doesn't guarantee you a God-given right to receive an autograph or receive a photo.
It's like, a luxury. If you get a signature or a picture, it's like a luxury. Like, oh my God, you've got the golden ticket. Like, and as the game evolves, there will be less and less chance of like getting a signature, because we've gone from like 200 fans in a stadium to 40,000 fans in a stadium, or 10,000 or 15,
which is why
whatever
I think we have like signing days and like you do meet and greets and like like I remember when I was growing up, obviously being a Leeds fan, I went to games thinking, oh my God, it would be my dream to get Mark Viduka's autograph. Like you never went to a game expecting to receive anything, and I think that in women's football it has kind of.
But we've come from a place where players had time to do all the signatures, and now we don't.
Well, I think also we're very accessible. Like, I've drove away from games before. People are like hitting my car, trying to stop me. And like, that's something that I find. I
nearly hit a lady today out the training ground. I've been that busy, come out the training. I'm on like a work call. She literally ran across the road from the training ground, Rach. I literally nearly hit her as I pulled out, and I was like, I can't, I'm on the phone. I was like, I'm on the phone. She was like, stop, like, I was like, I'm on the phone, but I've nearly hit her.
Yeah, I think that's because we have been so accessible. Like, you and me are the same. Like, we'll always take time for the fans, but like I've received abuse on Twitter and stuff before. I've been like, oh, I've come all this way to watch you play, and you couldn't even stop and sign my shirt. And I'm like, yeah, but I've signed how many other people's shirts? Like, I really apologise that you weren't one of them, but I didn't go 100% not signing your shirt. Like.
Yeah, that's the misconception for me.
We've got things to do. Like, straight after a game, like, you've got to go in, you've got to shower, you've got to do your recovery, you've got to, you'd be lucky to get some family time afterwards, because by the time you're all ready to go, they need to get off and go home.
10 minutes max.
And then, depending on the result and stuff, like, again, we're not robots. Like, sometimes, like, emotionally, I am not in a position to give all of my time in that moment. Like, when I'm pulling out of a game or something, honestly, people have like absolutely smacked my car and stuff, like, and like screaming at a window, and I'm like, okay, first of all, don't do that. Like, that winds me up. Also,
that's the thing that don't make me rage.
Don't touch my car.
Don't touch me. That's the other thing, is you wouldn't do that to, like, just because we're footballers, and this is again, like, I think a misconception, is because we're footballers and we do what we do. I do think sometimes people feel obliged that it's okay to run up and grab us in the street, but you wouldn't do that. You're not brought up to do that to any other person. So there's no different to being a sports person. Like, you're not.
I do understand it in a large.
I get it. Like, you're a fan.
Do you know what? We do that to be like represented in the community, and like people can recognise you, and I love that. And like, that's why we do what we do. Like, we're very much similar in that sense. Like, we do a lot of it to inspire people. Though. But yeah, and I think the one thing I struggle with a lot is when I'm with my family. Like, the off chance that I get with my family, if it's taken away, it frustrates me, because I'm like, okay, I've got 5 minutes with my family now, which I might not see them again now for another month.
Yeah.
Can you just wait until afterwards? Do you know what I mean?
This is my only rule, and I've always stood by it, and I also don't think this is like wrong. I personally don't think this is wrong for me to have this standard, but my one rule is, if I'm out at a family meal, that is the only time I will say no.
Me too.
That's the only time I've ever said no, because I'm like, also, again, if I weren't a footballer, I wouldn't expect anyone to interrupt my meal.
Yeah,
like, it's a sacred time, and that's like a special time. Like, I wouldn't go up to someone and interrupt a meal time, regardless of your status, regardless of your occupation. I wouldn't interrupt, because for me, that's deemed as rude. Like, that's how I've been brought up. You don't interrupt meal time. I have a rule at home: no phones at the table when we're eating. That's family. I've been brought up that is, you sit at the table, you have your meal. That's family time. You communicate, you check in. So that is the only time I say no to.
Yeah,
to
me
fans.
too. And then I think, but we are very similar. Like, I love the fan support. Like, I love it when people
it's amazing.
Feel comfortable enough to come up to me in the street and stuff like that. And like, I will go above and beyond most of the time to sign, to give my time back to fans. Like, without you, we're nothing.
We've always done that. Like, we've always done that. But
without
I do
them,
think
we don't exist.
Boundaries.
So yeah, that's where the family thing is. Like, we've totally gone off topic here, by the way.
Yeah, we have really, really off topic. But these are just, I think it's a good insight for fans to understand how we think, and just put yourself in our shoes sometimes, or just think as a human. Like, would you appreciate someone running up to you and grabbing your arm when you don't know them? Probably not. It'd probably startle you and make you feel a little bit insecure and a little bit uncomfortable.
Realise we value you and appreciate you.
Yeah.
More than you could ever imagine.
You're the reason why the game is where it is.
You're the reason why we are where we are. Yeah.
Right, guys, that is enough waffling from me and Rachel. We're going to head for a little break. We will be back very soon for more questions.
We are back from our break. Welcome back. We're coming to bring you some more great questions. We absolutely attacked those first two questions. So hopefully there'll be a little bit less waffle this time. But the first one I'm going with, Mill, is a good question. I think suits me and you. Apart from travel, what is the thing you're most excited to do together when you retire? There is so many things.
Do you know what just popped to my head? Sleepover. Because I really miss, like, when we were on camp, that's one thing I really miss. I really miss, like, we used to just sit in bed with our cup of teas, debrief on life. Like, I miss doing that. And they were just, like, 4 walls. Everything was just enclosed. Like, no one were, like, bothering us, or, like, I do miss that. And I can't wait till we have sleepover. I'm bringing all the dogs.
Yeah.
And
I don't think we get much peace, though.
Yeah, we don't need peace. We like it to be chaotic. But I'm looking forward to that. And just, do you know what it is? Just doing normal life. Like, you want to go for a coffee? Oh, you fancy going to the pub? Oh, let's go and do a pub quiz.
We
let's
love
do
a pub
this.
meal, don't we?
We do. We want a pint of Guinness with our Sunday roast. And we want to do a pub quiz. But
Yeah.
I'm really want a sleepover.
Do you know what I always think? Like, our kids.
Yeah, like little meet-up days.
Imagine that. God knows when that'll be. But imagine that, like, I think that'd be so cute. Like, just to spend time together in, like, a different walk of life.
Telling stories. Well, it's like the next chapter, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Good question.
Very good question. But yeah, there's so much. Don't worry, you'll see it all on the pod. We'll be vlogging. We'll take you through it.
Vlogging.
Right, next up. If your dogs played football, which position would they be best in? This is a very good question.
I know my answers straight away. Dexy, 100% winger. Out and out, fastest thing I've ever seen. Put a ball out in front of her, she takes, it's like a whippet, honestly, so fast. But
I could see that.
Funny thing, right? Louis started doing this thing. He defends Dexy like he's a defender, 100% defender, right? So imagine I've got the ball in my hand. Dexy's facing me, like, as soon as I move this way, she's this way. If I fake to throw it that way, she's that way, right? Louis stands behind her, shadowing her. Like, if she moves, he moves.
Oh,
but, like, he'll
so
never, ever,
cute.
ever go in front of her. Like, he literally is, like, goal side of her.
Good lad.
Whenever she moves, he moves, whatever. But always behind. It's the funniest thing. But then she's, like, gone. Beats the offside trap, in behind, every time.
That is so cute.
So Dexy's a winger. I think Louis a centre-back.
All right. I'm going Zeus in goal because he ain't running nowhere. Let me tell you that for free. But he's big, stocky. I reckon he could be a good shot stopper.
Yeah.
Hera, I'm going as a winger because she's sassy and I don't really see her tackling much and doing any of that sort of stuff. Getting all the glory. Elsa's a tricky one, you know. She's quite feisty. I'd see her in centre mid, you know, breaking up play, putting a few crunching tackles in, keeping it simple.
Why is this so funny?
I don't know. Can you just imagine Hera doing that though? Like,
yeah.
She'd be like a fancy winger. That's what she'd be.
We've actually got a five-a-side team.
Yeah, sick 5-side team as well. Nothing's getting past Zeus, is it?
I think we're winning.
Right, next question.
If you could own any car, what would you pick? I bet you're going to say your own car, aren't you?
Right, I do love my BMWs. They're the only car that I swear by. I love my BM X6. Oh, she's a tank. She moves nice as well. But what I would say, my dream car... Look at me talking like that about cars. What I would say is I really want a Mustang.
Really?
Listen to the roar on it. Oh, yeah, and I'd have it in...
You love that noise and stuff, don't you?
Yeah, and I'd have it in jet black, everything black. Oh my God, it'd be insane. Rolls Royce as well. Love those. Dream car. So if they fancy sponsoring, that'd be great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah. What would yours be?
Defender, Land Rover Defender.
Yeah, nice.
Love them. Absolutely love them. But way out of my price range.
As you can see.
Yeah, and I think it'd be quite hard for me to, like, adjust from having, like, obviously my Tesla electric to going back to petrol.
I'm never, ever, ever getting an electric car. Hate
you don't like it, do you?
They're horrid. No, I get motion sickness for 1. 2,
yeah,
I like
but
to be
you
able
wouldn't
to...
if you were driving.
No, I don't like it. Do you know what it is? I've always had diesel cars. That's one thing my dad always wanted me to have diesel cars. Like, diesel cars, best on the road.
Yeah, I know. I went round to your dad's.
I bet he told you off, didn't he?
What you doing with that electric car?
The crap.
Right, shut up, Stephen. And then I showed him it and he was like, it's all right, that, actually.
Yeah, it's fancy, but I like to hear my car. I like to hear it roar. I like to hear the engine.
I don't care. Mine sounds like a spaceship.
Yeah, I don't like that. I want to hear it roar. That's the beauty of the vehicle.
All right, each to their own. Not sure why we're arguing about our preferences, but here we are.
Moving on.
Chips with gravy or curry sauce. Right, I am absolutely It's all mood dependent because I'm obsessed with both.
And I do think it depends on what you're having it with. Because if I'm having a chip butty, I'm having it with curry sauce.
Yeah.
If I'm having a tray of chips and mushy peas, I'm having gravy.
I think it's mood dependent because I love chips and gravy.
They just make me feel so happy. Chips and gravy. I could literally eat a bowl of roast potatoes and gravy every day for the rest of my life, and it makes me feel warm.
But you're gonna have roasties with gravy. But like
chips and gravy are banging though.
Yeah, they are. But I just love chip shop curry sauce. I love it. I like it when it's a bit lumpy. Honestly, the answer, gun to my head, don't know. Just shoot me.
Go on then.
Just give me both.
Speak. What is wrong with us?
I've lost the plot today.
Right. Let's have a look. All right. Would you rather be forced to sing along or dance along to every song you hear?
Dance. Right, laugh. Imagine you just started dancing all the time. The songs come on.
Right, what are you going to do if it's a sad song? Are you dancing? Think of that.
Just be a slow one, wouldn't it?
Sobbing your eyes out.
Well, what would you pick?
I don't know. I do like having a little sing song.
Yeah, but I think even if it was sad, you could just do a funny dance and it makes everyone happy.
Yeah, maybe dancing. We do like to have a boogie, don't we? I do miss doing our TikTok trends as well.
I don't.
I do. I miss teaching you 1, 2, 3, 4. And a 1, 2, 3, 4. Elbow, swivel down.
It was such hard work, that, for me.
Guys, you will never understand the pain of teaching Rachel a TikTok dance. It was the hardest thing I've ever encountered.
I used to have to stand behind you and be like, is that right, left?
Right. We'd do a simple dance and I'd be like, elbow. I can't remember some of the moves, but I'd have to go, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, step left, step right. We'd have to break it down into like 6 parts of like the dance.
But at least I did it.
But then it was so satisfying when we nailed it and we were like buzzing. We were absolutely buzzing. We made up loads of dancers though on
honestly.
camp. And I remember when it was me, you, Els and Mido. They were the best times.
What about when we done that? What
boom,
was it called?
boom.
Yeah. I think we've talked about that before, actually. That was funny. My name is Chicky.
My name is Boom Boom. Was that what it was?
Yeah, something like that. But wow, what good questions you've had today.
I know, so sick.
Thanks for listening to another episode of The Rest is Football Daily Brightness. Get those questions in. We've really enjoyed them today. Via Daily Brightness on socials or email dailybrightness@goalhanger.com. Thank you again, and we will see you next week.
Goodbye from me.
Bye.
Goodbye, my lover.